G'day everyone, I'm out the front of the Hilton Hotel in Hua Hin, Thailand. Now this is located right next to the city centre, so there's a heap of restaurants within walking distance. So I'm just going to go for a wander up and down the street, show you some of the restaurants. This is a lovely hotel. I've been staying here for a few nights now. Rooms are beautiful and they have great views up and down the beach. Now Hua Hin has more than 700 restaurants listed on TripAdvisor. So I'm probably going to show you 20 or so, but it'll give you an idea. Even if you're not staying here at the Hilton, it will give you an idea of the hotel's walking distance. There are plenty of other hotels like this one right next door, which are much cheaper. Plenty around the city centre. So this will give you a point of reference, and check out the hotels close by walking distance. Directly across the road, Lotus Italian restaurant. Very popular. Last night it was jam-packed full of big groups of people having an Italian feed. Now I'm just going to be careful of the traffic. Right, just a couple doors down is Fresh Restaurant. There's a whole bunch of Thai food, Western dishes. I had breakfast here this morning. 300 baht, and I got bacon and eggs. Got 2 pieces of toast with marmalade, coffee and orange juice included. So good value breakfast there. Alright, and I forgot to mention, the Hilton has a number of restaurants itself, and they do different food deals throughout the week. So every Wednesday, Woks on Fire buffet, Charhead barbecue, every second, third, fourth Saturday of the month. And they also have on the top floor, level 17, the White Lotus Chinese restaurant. Now they do dim sum lunch, or you can eat Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays. Now I went up there today to have lunch, but it is Tuesday and they're only open for dinner. So good reason to come back. Now just here is Hua Hin Soi Bintabat, which is the nightlife area of Hua Hin. Whole bunch of cheap beer bars down there. You get a beer for 80 baht. I think during the day, the happy hour, I think it's about 70 baht. Alright, this is also part of the Hilton, so Hua Hin Brewing Company. They have a whole bunch of fresh seafood out the front here, all packed up on ice in the evenings. They also do all your average pub food, chicken wings, bacon burgers, nachos, roasted chicken, ribeye steaks. A beer here will cost you 150 baht. If you go across the road to Sawazde restaurant, you can get a beer for 80 baht. So I'm no mathematical genius, but you can almost have 2 beers there for the price of 1 beer here. So I know where I would go. Now I had dinner there last night. I just had a light dinner of some tom kha gai, spicy coconut soup, and some garlic bread. Very nice. They do a whole bunch of traditional Thai food. Right next door, Prime Steakhouse is probably the most popular restaurant on this street. Every night this week when I've walked past, it has been jam-packed full of people. I can't imagine it would be too cheap in there, but I'm sure they do some good steaks. And next door, Busy Bee, a little trendy cafe. Haven't been there, but often there's people in there. And not to mention, all of these restaurants have free Wi-Fi. And from my experience, it's actually really good quality. So it doesn't drop out, nice and fast downloads. Next door, Mai Thai Cocktail Beer Garden, another popular place. The last couple of nights it's had a fair few people in there. I am about 50 meters down from the Hilton, and this is the place to come for pizza. It's called Pizza da Roberto. Now I was walking past here very indecisive on what I wanted for lunch. Walked past the pizza oven and the aroma coming out of it was very enticing. So I went in, had a pepperoni pizza for 270 baht. And their coffee is pretty good too. And just on this corner you get some good Thai street food. Some meat on a stick, some fried chicken. Also just down here there's a little Indian restaurant, Royal Indian Restaurant. 100% Indian they say. And just across here, so this is the start of the Centara Grand 5-star Resort. And on the corner here is the best Japanese restaurant in Hua Hin, called Hagi. So I came here for dinner the other night. Quite expensive, what you would expect in a 5-star resort, but very good Japanese. I had a tempura prawn set, which came with some sushi roll. There was 3 huge monster Godzilla prawns and some vegetables. And the best time to come here is between 5 and 7 p.m. So come for an early dinner. You get drinks, beer, wine, and sake, 2 for the price of 1. So it's worth coming in for an early dinner. Alright, a couple of places just down the road here. So if you want your fast food, there is a McDonald's and there is a Burger King directly across. McDonald's is open until 3 a.m. The Burger King is open 24 hours a day. I probably can't see it because of the sun, but it's about 50 meters down the road. Alright, I'm going to walk back in the other direction. So I'll get back to the Hilton, show you some of the other restaurants on the other side within walking distance. Back out the front of the Hilton, and I forgot to mention the White Lotus Chinese restaurant. Next door is the White Lotus rooftop bar, which is probably one of the best rooftop bars in Hua Hin. So I'll get up there tonight, see if I can get some footage. If I can, I'll add it in here. Just walking past the main entrance to the Hilton. And directly across the entrance, there is an authentic North Indian restaurant. I'm going to try and get in there for dinner tonight. Again, last night I saw a whole bunch of people in there eating. I saw some ladies eating some tandoori chicken, which looked really good. So I love my tandoori chicken, so I will try and get there for dinner. If I do, I'll pop in the video here. I am about 30 meters from the Hilton, and there's a coffee club, so a good Australian coffee chain. Do lots of traditional coffee food. They do a big breakfast. They did have a sign for it here. I don't know if it's around the other side. Nope, but there it is. Big breakfast. No prices. Eggs Benedict, smoked salmon, big breakfast, sausages, hash brown, bacon, mushrooms, cherry tomatoes, toast, coffee, orange juice. I bet you it is more than the 200 baht that I spent for breakfast this morning. There's a heap of real estate. I'm not sure what the deal is with foreigners buying real estate. I thought you could not buy land. Little kitchen mum, lots of Thai food. And Caruso Italian, they had a promotion. There it is, Australian sirloin steak with a glass of red wine, $5.99. Your typical Italian restaurant with the red and white checkered cloths. Alright, let's keep going. There's a bunch more down here, not too far. Filet, Thai food and French food. Strange combination, but that's what they do. Just another 50 meters down the road on this corner is Chow Lei Seafood, which is one of the most popular seafood restaurants in Hua Hin. I had a look at the prices and it didn't look that cheap. You see all the fresh seafood in the tanks here. In the evenings they set up all the seafood on ice out here. But the prices to me seem to be the same price as what you'd get in Sydney, which is pretty expensive. I guess you're paying a little bit extra for the view, because the restaurant dining part is right up the front there on an open deck with view out over the water. So that is Chow Lei Seafood. Only a few more to go, just around the corner. Just around the corner is Cafe 23, which is a nice little sports bar. They also do cheap food. What's this motorbike? Now I here yesterday for lunch had the fish and chips for $2.99, which comes with a drink. They also have an XL burger. I haven't tried the burger, but it looks pretty good. I'll show you the picture when this guy gets out of the way. There we go, XL burger, including a drink, $3.99. Fish and chips was huge, so I'll show you the video of that now. Also have roasted chicken, loads of other spaghettis and pastas, spring rolls, tortilla, burritos, burgers. Lots of good stuff at Cafe 23, and their coffee's pretty good as well. First day I was here, I had a couple of coffees there. Just to give you an idea of the beer prices. Cafe 23, Chang 69 baht, Singat 79, Leo 69. So some of the cheapest beers in Hua Hin. Just across here, La Terrasse. Italian, lots of seafood, and they have a deck out the front. So let's quickly look down there. Oh, you can't actually. Straight down there you can see there are tables and chairs down near the waterfront. There's a fisherman restaurant and bar. And almost at the end, just a couple more to show you. And it seems to be the Mediterranean corner down here. There is Cool Breeze, Spanish Tapas, happy hour 11 to 7 p.m. Sangria, 99 baht a glass. Tapas buy 3, pay 2. House wine, 99 baht. So good tapas restaurant. And then lastly, again keeping the Mediterranean theme, French brasserie and a Greek taverna. So a good mix of food. So that is the restaurant's walking distance from the Hilton, and you'll see the Hilton just in the distance there. So not too far from where I am now. So I reckon a couple hundred more meters up. And that is a look at some of the restaurants. As I said, there's more than 700 restaurants listed on TripAdvisor. I'm sure there's probably 100 more that are not listed, but that is a look at some of the restaurants walking distance from the Hilton, walking distance from the town centre. So if you're staying anywhere around the town centre, you can head down to the Hilton and you'll find these restaurants. So thank you for watching, everyone. Got to say, I have really enjoyed my time in Hua Hin. First time I've been here. I've been all over Thailand. First time here, been here 6 nights, and I just find it beautiful. The people are actually really open and friendly. I find them more open than other parts of Thailand. Beautiful beach. And as you saw, lots of good restaurants to choose from. So it is almost happy hour. It's 4:30 now, so I'm going to go have a nice cold beer before I go out, choose another restaurant to have some din-dins. As I said, I might go to that Indian restaurant. So thank you for watching, everyone. And as I always say, happy eating, everybody.